Now this was the trailer I was really looking forward to. One Piece Film Red Trailer 2. Because this is probably the trailer that gives us the most information, especially with the movie not too far away from release. So I'm hoping to get some insight into who Uta is. Is she really Shanks' daughter? What beef does she have against Luffy? And is she truly the main villain? Because ever since those images of the Gordon dude came out, I'm like, okay, you look like an obvious villain. So join me as I check it out, won't you? Alright, subtitles are go! Original story, general producer Eiichiro Oda. One Piece all new movie. Director Code Geass. Oh. I will build a new era of happiness for all. Her name is Uta, the world's greatest diva. Interesting. It's me. They they know each other? Because she's Shanks' daughter. What? Oh, armor. What the hell? So I guess everyone's peaceful and happy. That thing everyone's peaceful and happy. Oh, what? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hold on. What? What? How is that? I'm sorry, how? I mean, it's filler, right? It's like Saga with Zoro in the sixth movie, meeting when they were kids. I didn't think that they knew each other, though. Huh. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Nice action. Okay, so does he have like a sound devil fruit?
One Piece
Film
Red.
Red. The release schedule may differ depending on countries. 8/6, like 5 days before my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Oh wait, then again, release in US will probably be like a month later. It would be awesome if we had simultaneous release though. That would be cool. Oh, that poster. Nice. A childhood friend and Shanks' daughter. Okay, for the record, I still don't believe she's Shanks' daughter. No way. No way. Luffy met Uta. Alright, I'm gonna run this back and look for the detail. Yeah, second trailer always gives so much more detail. Like the previous trailer, it was a glimpse. You heard Shanks' daughter, and it's just like, huh. Honestly, the soundtrack here, I'm gonna cry in the theater. I'm gonna freaking cry in the theater. This freaking looks beautiful. You know, I wasn't too keen on her style before, but it's really starting to grow on me. New era of happiness for all. I wonder, is she trying to force happiness onto people? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about her being a villain though. But then again, it might be like Saga in the Sacred Sword movie or whatever, the Zoro movie, where it was just like, oh, his friend isn't evil. He's just misguided and he's being manipulated. Me. Huh. Wild. The idea of someone else knowing Luffy from his childhood is just like, man. Part of me wants to be like, no, it's bullshit. But then again, that's the benefit of One Piece. And the backstories given to a lot of the Straw Hats. There are so many gaps where they could have met anyone, gotten to know anyone. Oh, pigtails stick up? How do you know Princess Uta? Oh my god, I love the way that Usopp is dressed and Chopper dressed like a traditional Japanese raver. It's weird to have everyone gushing over a character we've never heard about before though. Like it'd be one thing if they were going to an island where it's just like, hey, it's just like this celebration or that celebration. And they're filled in by like Jinbei or usually Robin ever since, I think it was Dead End Adventure where Robin would always explain like an event going on or something like that. And she Shanks is like, yeah, they seem like they're on pretty friendly terms. That is so surreal. Shanks' daughter. Does he just announce that to everyone in attendance? God, would that make her like a target though? Jesus. And this armor. What is this armor? Like, is this like her battle outfit? Or is it produced by her sound? Theme song Ada. Is that the person who's singing and playing Uta? And I've noticed we don't fully see who exactly Luffy is fighting either. This is really beautiful. A rainbow rock formation with crystals at the back. Oh wait, is this a microphone? You look at it from a certain angle, it kind of looks like a microphone. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. It kind of looks like a microphone. Wait, the Island of Music, Elegia. Yeah, she has to have some kind of music ability. So is it like a different version of Scratchman Apu's sound fruit? Or like in the dub it's called like the tone fruit or some shit? As long as I sing, everyone can be peaceful and happy. And I wonder, is she like a siren? Is she like forcing people to be happy? I really am. It's interesting that I'm still so clueless as to whether or not she's the villain. Because now knowing that she's an old friend of Luffy's, it's just like, that just raises even more questions. Someone who preaches peace and happiness, and it really does raise a lot of questions. And it's like she's fighting off pirates with her music. Yeah, like things are like appearing in front of the pirate. Like, so she has some kind of power to her singing voice, or something to produce music in general. Oh, and that, I saw stuff for that, like a character sheet Oda had done. Sunny-kun, was it? I'm still perplexed as to what the fuck that is. It's cute, don't get me wrong, but what? Like, has the Sunny come to life? Is it the personification of the Sunny? Is it simply just a mere illusion? Is it a coincidence that it just looks like the Sunny? Because I feel like, I remember Oda, I think he put with the character sheet he did for Sunny-kun, it's just like, yes, the Sunny given life or some shit like that, but it was like, it's a very vague kind of statement, like, I don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah, and then this dude, Gordon, like, he feels like the bad guy, but it feels like it's too obvious that he's the bad guy. Or maybe he's manipulating Uta, has convinced her of something, and is trying to use her power, something like that. And then Uta and Luffy as kids. Wild. And Luffy doesn't even have the scar, so yeah, this is before Luffy even met Ace or Sabo. Okay, so I'm still not convinced that she's Shanks' daughter, but I'm thinking maybe Shanks picked up Uta, basically how Roger could have picked up Shanks and Buggy, because I think they were kids upon Roger's crew, and was originally like traveling with him, but maybe before they went on their mission in the East Blue, they kind of dropped her off somewhere in the East. And that's why we didn't see her in the first chapter in Romance Dawn. And maybe Shanks just felt it was better to just let her have a normal life, maybe? Because, orphans in this story are a friggin' dime a dozen. But I looked it up previously, and Shanks easily could have a daughter who's at most, I think it was like maybe around Luffy's age. Yeah, Shanks is 39. So if he had a kid at like 18, she could easily be like 21. And Luffy is currently 19. And Uta seems to be around the same age as Luffy. So that could track. Like, maybe Shanks had a kid at like 21, and bam, there's Uta. A few years later down the line, same age as Luffy. And not to mention, we've met a lot of kids of Yonko. I mean, if you want to believe it, Edward Weevil, maybe. It's still hard to believe on that one, but then you also had all of Big Mom's kids, and then you also have Yamato, the child of Kaido. So, not to mention Roger had a kid, and it could just be the Sabo situation all over again, where I mean, why would Luffy bring up that Shanks had a daughter? Hell, Luffy doesn't even talk about Shanks that often. He'll talk about from time to time, but it's more like he admires Shanks. So it's entirely possible she is Shanks' daughter. But then again, we have so many situations of someone being more like a parental figure to someone. I mean, Dadan raised Luffy like a mother, for the most part. Kuina's father essentially raised Zoro to a certain degree. Sanji considered Zeph his father. Chopper was essentially raised by Hiralek and then Kureha. Robin kind of treated Clover like her father and a little bit Saul. Frankie treated Tom like his dad and Kokoro like his mother. We don't really know much about Brooke's parentage, and neither do we know much about Jinbei's parentage. Like, that's the thing. Like, One Piece is the one series that really keeps characters' backstories so vague. Anything is possible. It's just like, even when it came to that Zoro backstory book in the movie, it's just like, why couldn't Zoro have known some kid named Saga? They got along pretty well, and then they parted ways when he left. All we know, Zoro was on that island in that dojo training for years. At any point, he could have met some kid named Saga and who parted ways with him at some point. And this is something from Oda himself. But these movies are never fully in canon either. But there's always that realm of possibility with them. Because with Strong World, it's just like Golden Lion Shiki. But that was something Oda, I believe, said he originally wanted to work into the story but didn't have room for it. With Zephyr, I mean, he's non-canon, but at the same time, it's just like there's nothing to really contradict his presence to a certain degree. With Guild Tesoro, I mean, there's nothing to contradict that. And not to mention, wasn't Karina from Film Gold Nami's rival from the East Blue that had the whole situation with Mad Treasure and their capture and how that tied into everything. Like, we don't know much about Nami's time robbing people around the East Blue, so there's nothing to contradict her having a run-in with a pirate named Mad Treasure and having a rival named Karina. Like, there's nothing in their histories to contradict any of this. Man, it will be a shock to me if she really is Shanks' daughter. Nice. Zoro. Oh, and he still has Enma. Okay. Zoro still has Enma in this. But then again, that's where we are in the anime, so. And Sanji going in on the attack. That's cool. That's nice. Oh, Nami with Zeus. Okay. Robin looking gorgeous. I still wish Robin had her cowboy hat, though. That's the hill I'm gonna die on. I miss Robin's cowboy hat. And Frankie with a strong right. Looks like some kind of arena they end up battling in. Man, we really don't see much of who any of the Straw Hats are fighting. I'm just realizing this. Like, you never see them directly clashing with anyone. That's so weird. They are really keeping under wraps what's going on in this movie. Nice, Jinbei. He has this look of, what are these clothes? These aren't my usual garb. And I love the look for Brooke. I wonder, like, was he competing against Utai, like, in the charts? That's some kind of sound bubble wave? Is that engulfing a person, or is that the island? And then you get to see Shanks' crew in the rain. This looks like the crew recently, too. I wonder if this is towards the end of the movie. Like, maybe they meet up with Uta and he invites him back onto his crew, or he's come to visit. God, Shanks is such an enigma. I'm still kind of digging this armor. It's a bit gaudy, but it kind of is nice. And then you have this. It's like she's riding some kind of monster, and Luffy is reaching for her. So it has to be some kind of fight to save her soul, or to convince her of something. A clash of ideals. No, like, the way she raises her hand is like she's about to attack him. Yeah, and like, the way Shanks appears here, like, in the rain, this feels like after like the major battle or whatever. And I can't imagine that Luffy or Uta end up dying or anything like this by the end of this. I doubt we'll learn anything overly prominent in this movie. And it's hard to say. I don't know. I just don't know. I thought this would be the trailer that told me fully what was going on, or at least gave me a little bit more of an idea, but they've still got me blind, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that I still don't fully know what's going on. It just might suck when the spoilers come out. I wish this was a simultaneous release. I would love it if this was a simultaneous release. Nope, that's the end of the trailer. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think I'm on the money with anything here? Do you believe that this is actually Shanks' daughter? Is this actually just some kid he picked up and dropped off on his way to the East Blue? Because he was in the East for a good long while. Yeah, I had to look it back up. Shanks was in the East, specifically on Fuchsia, for a year. A whole year in that village, just hanging out. I mean, it could have been a variety of different reasons he was hanging out specifically on Fuchsia for a whole entire year. Getting the gum fruit, bonding with Luffy. Anything could have happened in that interim. Like, there's so many vague spots in the history of the One Piece world and these characters' lives. I think that's usually the most fascinating thing, knowing that these characters just have these lives where anything could have happened. My money's still on she's just some orphan he picked up. But if it's really Shanks' daughter, like, damn. But again, I mean, what does that really change if it is Shanks' daughter? I mean, maybe she goes on the run, and that would cause an upheaval to her life. Maybe she wouldn't be able to be a performer anymore. And she seems to want to do great things with her performances. Man, it's hard to say. It's hard to speculate. Not to mention, do you think she's really the villain? And these are all her machinations causing trouble? Or is she being manipulated? Again, my money's on the manipulated. I really think it has to be that Gordon dude. But then again, it feels a little too obvious. Then again, Oda isn't always the most subtle when it comes to these things. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Speculate away. I want to hear from you. And hey, subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any other trailer reactions, anything else that you got cooking, or maybe even just my review once the movie comes out. Or don't. I ain't your daddy, but I still love you like one. Will you be the Uta to my Shanks? Is that a good thing? I don't know. It's hard to say. But I know one thing. Until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye!